Welcome to the Multi-Dimensional Intelligence Podcast. I am your host, your trusted voice of transformation, Clifton Pettyjohn. Join me as I engage in ingenious conversations with top creators from around the world who have embraced their dimensions of intelligence within their professional, personal, and spiritual paths of transformation. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Multi-Dimensional Intelligence Podcast. This is episode 2. Hopefully you caught episode 1, but if you did not catch episode 1, that's okay. It's okay. It is up, and you can go back and listen to episode 1. I also encourage you to go back and listen to our 3 seasons of the What Now podcast. I'm telling you, some dope stuff there as well. And go back and listen to Transformation Radio. But right now, what I want you to listen to is this episode. I want you present. I want you tapped in. Therefore, let's do our breathing exercises. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Breathe out. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Breathe out. Listen, doesn't that just feel good to calm down for a moment and just only thing you're focused and the only thing that you are focused on is your breathing? Oh, it is just beautiful because it causes you to begin to think about the fact that we don't have to think to breathe. It's just something that we do naturally. But the reason why I have you do the exercise is because I want you to understand that there is breath remaining in your body, therefore purpose remains. I want you to understand that. I want you to gather the energy that you have left in your past, whether it's past mistakes, past victories, past relationships, past successes, whatever it is that you have linked to your past and you thought that you have lived your best life. We're going to get that energy, that excitement. We're going to get that zeal that we had back then. Then we're going to travel to the future, all right? We're going to go back to the future as well because we have to gather that energy as well because sometimes we spend so much time focusing on the possibilities of the future that we disrespect the present that we have to create that future. So we're merging those two energies with the energy that we have connected with the present. But now here's something magical that happens because now all of our energy is together. We've created that synergy by bringing those 3 dimensions of energy together. And then that synergy we can call you, whatever your name is, and we can also call it your best self. That's right, your best self. Now you might say, Cliff, that I'm not my best self at this present moment. No, you are. But you won't acknowledge that you're your best self because in your mind, you have to continue to work to get better than where you are right now. Not understanding that every tool, technique, and strategy that you need in the present, you already have inside of you. That's why I tell anybody, any coach, any pastor, any leader, any mentor that's worth their salt will always lead you back to you, to the core of who you are, to the essence of who you are. They will always lead you back to you. Why? Because you have all of that locked up inside of you, or what you've done is you stack doubt, you stack fear, you stack apprehension, you've even stacked low self-esteem, you stack your failures, you stack your successes upon everything that you need. So now you don't even feel as if it's there anymore. The problem is it's still there, but we just piled everything on top of it. We become hoarders. I watch that show. Whew, that show scares me sometimes. But we have become emotional hoarders, psychological hoarders. We become some even physical hoarders. It's manifested physically as well. But inside of us, if we could take an x-ray inside of our emotional state, inside of our mental state, we would see so much piled on top of who we are that no wonder we can't seem to tap into who we are. That's why I need you present, because that's what we're fitting to do today. Through conversation, we are about to tap into who we are. Well, Cliff, who do you think you are that you feel as if, and I'm going to slow down because I was listening to some of the replays and I go so fast sometimes, and I say this all the time, but I go so fast sometimes I be missing words. Yeah, I promise you I'm not slow, okay? I just be missing words sometimes, trying to go too fast. But you might say, Cliff, who do you think you are? I'm so glad you asked, because I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Clifton Pettyjohn. I am your trusted voice of transformation. I teach creators like you. And if you're listening to the podcast and you might say, I'm not a creator, you are a creator. Why? Because you were created by the ultimate creator. Or whatever it is you believe, whatever you subscribe to, you have to understand that you might be creative, but you are a creator. You have creation inside of you, and you have the ability to create. You have a creative genius locked up inside of you, a creative monster locked up inside of you, just ready to go Dora the Explorer on this earth. And my question to you is, will you allow yourself to be? Will you allow yourself to be? Anyway, my name's Clifton Pettyjohn, your trusted voice of transformation. I teach creators how to transform their lives through embracing the entirety of their best self. As I said, your best self is your present self. It's when you come face to face with everything that has made up who you are now. So yes, when it comes to me, yes, all of my successes, all of the things that I defined as mistakes that were lessons learned for me, lessons that I learned, or that it led me to where I am today. As I always say, you change one event in my life, in your life, it alters the trajectory of your life. And I want you to understand, I'm not sitting here before you and making it seem as if everything is butterflies and rainbows. I'm not coming before you without a story to tell about myself. I have a story. You go back and listen to the other podcasts. You'll hear me talk about my felony. You'll hear me talk about my divorce. You'll hear me talk about how I realized that although I was a good friend, I was not a good husband. And then there were times in my life I was not a good friend. But you know what? Everything that happened, I'm not that type of person that says, everything that happened to me that was good, God did it. No, everything that happened to me needed to happen in order to bring me where I am now. That's why I can sit and talk to you from the space that I speak to you from. That's why when you hear me speaking to you, you can hear not just me saying words, but you can hear the connection that I have with these words. You can hear the power behind these words. You can even hear these words awakening things inside of you that you thought were dead. They were just in a coma. You just needed me to come and speak to them and wake them things up, baby. And that's what we're doing on this podcast. I'm excited, y'all. Can you tell I'm excited? I don't want to sound real preachy. I know sometimes I get off sounding preachy because, it's in me. It's there. It's in me. So I've learned now to even lean into it and embrace the reality that it is in me, because there's some people that I will reach that will only be able to hear that little preachiness inside of me. If they don't have the comfortability of that preachiness, then they won't be able to hear whatever I'm saying that they need to hear and apply it to their lives. So I'm leaning into it instead of trying to run from that thing. I'm going to lean in it. I'm going to lean with it. Okay, listen. Anyway, let's get to what we're going to talk about on tonight, because to be honest with you, this is not a planned show, guys. This is not a planned show. I was listening to Minister Louis Farrakhan speak. I was listening to Brother Ben X speak. And this kind of, something hit me while I was listening to them speak. And I started thinking about our gift, not our gifts, our gift. And I really started thinking about, do we know what our gift is? And if we know what our gift is, do we respect our gift? Do we have our gift in a space that does not respect our gift? Are we confused about our gift? Are we just saying that we're confused about our gift? And if we know what our gift is, why does it seem not to be making room for us? Now, I decided I'm going to do a course on this. I'll probably do something at the Transformation Center as well. And then I'll probably just do a course with this as well. But tonight, I just want to hit a few things just to get it off of me so I can go to sleep on tonight. So I want to share with each and every one of you. And listen, I'm not editing that out either. Listen, at the ticker below, you'll see I have a phone number. I want you guys to join our texting community by texting me at 302-208-9440. But specifically for this show, if you are listening anytime throughout this show and it hits you and you want to have a one-on-one conversation about your gift, I want you to text me the word gift, #gift, to 302-208-9440. And we're going to make that thing happen, all right? Because I don't want you confused about your gift. I'm going to show you how impromptu this was. These are some notes that I wrote on some copy paper, okay? And we're going to go through it. I'm going to see if I can see it without my glasses. They're a little crooked. Have to order me a new pair, so I wasn't wearing crooked glasses on here because y'all not going to sit up and talk about me no more than I've already talked about myself. So the first question I posed, and I just asked this question, is it that you don't know your gift, or are you in the wrong place or in the wrong environment in relationship to your gift? When we're in the wrong place or the wrong environment, it's like we're trying to force feed something to a people that just does not want it. Have you ever been in a space where you didn't want it? Listen, I grew up in a ministry. Well, around 19, I went to a ministry, and I was in the ministry from about 19 to, I want to say 30, might have been around that time. But and I grew up under great teaching, I'm telling you. But that was sometimes I just didn't want it. Now, I don't mind saying it. I didn't mind, communicating that I didn't want it at that time. But it was just sometimes I just didn't want it. And one of the things I loved about my pastors at that time was they were so skilled that they didn't try to force feed you what you didn't want. Some of us were frustrated with our gift because we've been trying to force feed it to a people that just don't want it right now. They don't want it right now. And then the crazy thing about it is, and I was thinking about this with myself, is, Cliff, how many people out there are starving, wanting it, but you're still trying to force feed it to people that just aren't ready for it? Or here's something that we might hit a little hard, it might hit us home. We may not be called to them people that we want to force it down their throat. Your gift. I know we talk about talent, we talk about abilities. I talk about gifts, talents, and abilities. I'm not talking about talents and abilities tonight. We can talk about that on the other night, but I want to talk about your gift, that thing that is attached. You hear me talk about intelligence, and your intelligence is a technology that you utilize to bring, to execute that gift. Want me to give you an example? Perfect, no problem. Thank you for asking. I love the involvement. The more you talk back to me, the quicker you'll see me get off this mic, okay? That's why I used to tell people in the classroom, y'all give me that feedback. You interact with me, we'll be out of here sooner than you know. My gift is communication. Now, if you know me, that is so funny that my gift is communication, because I am not a talker. And let me correct that. I'm not a small talker. And what I talk about, I have to be passionate about. I posted on Facebook the other day that I realized that I suck at texting. I suck at responding to text messages. But I had to really begin to think about it. If a text message stimulates me in any manner that I desire to be stimulated in, I'll respond to that message. But I feel as if it's a low energy conversation, give you an example. and they may listen to the podcast, and I've talked to them about this before. So hopefully I'm not going to call your name out, okay? But I'm not the person that texts all day saying, sup, hey, what you doing? How's your day going? Oh, okay. I'm watching TV. I'm drinking coffee. I'm doing it. That's not me. That's not me. Unless, like we building something and, it's little cute texts. I can work with that. But just to sit up and text you with no purpose, no, that's not me. And as I said, I love to communicate about purpose. I love to communicate about business. I love to communicate about sports. If you follow me, you already know how I can get hype about sports. There are things that I get excited about nature as well. I love grounding. I love stepping out in the grass and just allowing my feet to touch the ground and become one with that ground. I love that. I love talking about different things like that. I love that. I enjoy that. And I understand to some people that's not something that they enjoy. I get it. Trust me. And I'm not trying to force that on anybody. But what we have to begin to do as a people is gain an understanding that sometimes that person's not mad with you because they don't text back fast. That's just who they are. And you have to be willing to allow people to be who they are. Now, let's get back to what we were talking about. But you know what your gift will teach you to do as well? Once you identify what your gift is, and once you appreciate and value your gift, it allows you to be you. And your freedom in being you will release other people to be themselves. You won't try to force other people to be what it is that you want them to be. We've all been there. Anyway, my gift is communication. My gift is communication. One of the mediums or technologies that I use to get that out is education. I am by nature a teacher. I am. Now I find myself doing it sometimes when I don't even want to do it. I love 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 it. One of the great things I love about it is the freedom to do it the way that expresses who I am and who I've been created to be as well. I love that I'm not in a traditional classroom. However, I do understand this, and this is something as you begin to understand yourself and your gift even the more, you begin to understand just how amazing it is. And sometimes you'll get discouraged, but when you really can tap into that thing, it's your gift that'll pull you out. That may be why you may be stagnant or stuck. And this would be a great opportunity for a commercial. If you're feeling stagnant, if you are feeling stuck, if you feel you are producing in a dimension that's disrespectful to who you are as a creator and disrespectful to the ultimate creator, I want you to stop by my website and I want you to purchase your copy of From Stagnation to Transformation, okay? But that gift will pull you out of there. It'll pull you out of it. But sometimes we get so frustrated with it that now we don't even view it the way that we used to view it. And we don't view it the way other people view it. Proverbs 18 and 16. Yeah, I'm using the scripture on here, yo. It's been a minute. Proverbs 18 and 16. Some translation says that a man's gift will make room for him and bring him before great men. All right. It'll bring him before great men. Now, I'm going to give you the Clifton Pettyjohn translation. And I just want to see if this grabs to you. But what I was saying before I get to that is that one of the things I understand about myself, and I've said this before, my gift is so diverse and I'm learning it. I'm not learning it more. I'm stepping into it more. I'm leaning into it more. I'm leaning into it more, as I was saying earlier when I was talking about lean with it, rock with it. But I'm leaning into it more because I realized that even though I was experiencing freedom with the gift, I also, even in that freedom, was trying to box it in or block it in or put it in a little teeny square and not allow it to freely be what it was created to be, or allow myself to be who I was created to be in the essence of it all. But one of the things I know about me is I have the ability to teach at Harvard. Now hear me. And then I have the ability to teach at a community college. And I also have the ability to teach at a junior college. And I can teach in high school. I could teach academic and honor courses, and I could teach special education. But Cliff is saying you just can do everything. No, what I'm saying is that's the diversity of who I'm created to be. That's the diversity of my gift. That's the diversity of my ability to communicate what it is that I need to communicate. Now, I want to explain to you, educate. All I'm doing is bringing you up to what's already inside of you, making you aware of what's inside of you, bringing up what's inside of you, and then bringing you up to what's inside of you. That's all I'm doing. I'm directing you back to you. That's the gift that is me. My intelligence is understanding when I need to be on the Harvard level and what I need to be in the kindergarten level in respect to who I'm presenting to. And that doesn't make anybody more intelligent than anybody. No, we're not doing it like that. But one thing I learned, I was diverse in the school system when I worked. My last year in the school system, I was bored. I had done ILC, middle and high school. Okay. I had worked with elementary kids by then, and that was something I never wanted to do. And I remember a job posting came up to work in a pre-K class for children who did not speak English. And the challenge made me so excited. I was like, I want to do that. And thank God for favor, because they allowed me to do that. So that was language barriers. That was a whole lot, that I had to get used to as well, from the schedule to the structure to it all, coming from high school, middle school, some elementary, and now I'm here in pre-K. But it all made me be able to be flexible and communicate where I needed to communicate. And that's how your gift is. It just becomes natural. It's not anything that anybody sat me down and said, okay, Cliff, here's what. No. That might be a talent. That might be an ability. But that gift is inside of you. It is innate, an innate ability or an innate nature in you. That's what I use, the innate nature in you, that you just end up being it. And if you know me, you know I just be an educator, baby. Let's go. Proverbs 18 and 16. I sound like I'm preaching on them. Read. No. All right, so we already established, what it says about a man's gift. Now I want to throw this out to you. I want you to just throw this out to you to make you look at it in a different manner as it relates to your gift and who you are. What God entrusted him with, and I want you to think about yourself, her as well, my non-binary family as well. What God entrusted you with, all right, will broaden you, will make you large, will make you a room. See, isn't that amazing how sometimes we're looking for the right room to get into, and we don't even realize we are a room. Your gift will make you a room. Your gift will make you a room. You don't have to try to get in this room and on that platform and that platform. Your gift will make you a room. And the thing about that room is If you do Clubhouse, you already know you can go in and out of a room. It says leave quietly. See, we have to begin to allow people to stop by the room and let them leave quietly, because other people will continue to come in. When I started the Transformation Center, I started it in New Jersey, okay? We're coming back, Trenton, as well. We're coming back, Mercer County. But I started in Jersey at the library, of all places. And when they have a community room, they have multiple community rooms. So I asked for the big community room. Why did I ask for the big community room? Because in the big community room, traffic comes in and out while you're doing whatever it is you're doing in there. And one of the things that I told the creator this. I said, if what I have is real, when I open my mouth, people who may not have planned to come will be walking in and out of that room, and they will come and sit down. My gift draws. And here's something, and I've been hesitant to say that. I've been hesitant about that because that's been a struggle with me to even be able to voice that and face the reality of that. But it's real. And that's what your gift will do when you become one with it. So we went, and some weeks I would go and I would have nobody who would tell me they were coming. But I would get up and I would start teaching. And sometimes I would allow people that were not even supposed to be in the room while I was teaching, because once you come there, if anybody's just in there reading or anything, they have to leave. No, you're not leaving. You're going to hear this. That's funny. I was just talking about force feeding people. But here's what I learned. There would be people that came, they would walk by, stand in the back and listen, okay? There are people that came, they walk through, leave out, come back, sit down, they stay till the end. There were even a group of people that were having a Bible study next door to us. The one that was teaching heard me teach. She brought her entire Bible study to hear what we were talking about. Why? Because my gift made me a room. So then, Cliff, well, why is that not something that's ever flowing? Because I locked the door. Get what I'm saying? I locked the door to me, to the gift in me. I didn't lock the library doors. Listen, there was even workers in the library that got in trouble because they were supposed to be working. They couldn't find them, and they would be in there just listening to the teachings, listening to the purpose empowerment sessions. Why? Because I was allowing my gift to flow. So God made me a room. So I want to ask you a question. And I'm gonna say it like this. I made me a room. I made me a room. Are you willing to make yourself a room? And for those of you that have been in the room, you gonna unlock the door now? Come on, let's go unlock the door. Let's do it together, baby. Come on. And some of us, we got a whole bunch of locks on that door. We got all types of bolts on that door. Some of us even have locks attached to the locks on side the door. You know, some of us have put boards up around the door. We got the building. The room is not abandoned, baby. The room is still beautiful. The room is still pretty. The room is still vibrant. The room is still effective. But we've closed everybody off from the room that we have made. He will open what God entrusted to him or to you, or what he entrusted you with, will open you wide. It will open you wide. It'll make you a space. It'll make you a scope. It'll make you an opportunity. Are you willing to be an opportunity for somebody? Are you willing to be an opportunity for yourself, baby? It will make you an open country, an entire open country. And what I loved about this, I put a little asterisk by the little open country, John, because here's what I was thinking. If a country is open, all I see is land. 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 All I see. And the reason why all I see is land is because I see space. I see opportunity. I see the ability to fill that space and opportunity with the gift. Oh man, to fill it with the gift, to fill it with the gift, to fill it with the gift. Also, it talks about mobility. I think it's Elliot Carlisle that says, your gift, I remember it said your gift, we were talking about products and everything, traveling, your message traveling. Baby, your gift is like T-Mobile, baby. It is mobile. Now, I don't know about their service because I don't have T-Mobile, but it'll be like T. It will be mobile, baby. Do you feel what I'm saying? And some of us have taken the mobility out of our gift. We've taken the mobility out of our gift. And I need you to put that mobility back in your gift. Man, yo, listen. So what God has entrusted you with, it will, again, I'm going to say it, it'll broaden you. It's going to make you large. Are you ready to be large? Are you really ready to be large? And I'm not talking about weight and fat that I got all around me. I'm talking about it will make you large. It will make people's perception and people's vision and sight of you large. I remember one time I knew this person, they were talking about a pastor of the church. They were really talking negative about that pastor. They came to visit the church, and as they came to visit the church, I don't know what was going on. It was a revival, I think it was, and I think, the apostle was flowing in the spirit. And this person, the apostle walked by this person, and this person was like, whoo, whoo, like, he was like, oh man, you are big, you are big. Like I see you big, I see you big. Some of you, that's the same illumination that needs to take place in other people's lives. They need to see you big, but before they can see you big, baby, you gotta see you big, baby. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to my mom. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Almost went there. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. So it has to be mobile, yo. It has to be mobile. What God entrusted you with has to be mobile. It has to be mobile. And listen, it will guide you. I love this part. It will transport you. Yo, it will lead and govern you, and it will guide you. It said guide 2 times, y'all. That's 2 times that brought up the word guide. Can your gift guide you? Can your gift transport you? Can it? I'm trying not to get hyped because it's the podcast, and I don't want to preach on here. Ikalabasha. All right, it will lead you though. Are you allowing that gift to lead you? Oh man, are you trying to lead that gift into small spaces? Oh man. But here's the trigger, y'all. Here's the trigger. That's the one thing. Because we get all excited. Your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. Do you know one of the definitions of that word great men means that they will be against you? They will be angry with you. Why? Because anytime you're free, anytime you're walking and exercising and just being, there will be people that won't understand that freedom, and it will anger them. But it ain't even about you. It's about the gift. And if you become skilled in your gift, you can utilize that gift to draw them to their gift. And once they're focused on their gift, they'll be fine. But it also talks about insolent people. Insolent people, y'all. Listen to this. It means arrogant. Oh, man. And we hear that word arrogant, and I come against them in the name of Jesus. You have to understand too that they don't share the same customs as you. So you have to be skillful in your gift to respect their customs, but not disrespect yours. And to not make them feel bad because y'all have different customs, but be able to communicate to them through love, through the authenticity of your gift, for them to gain a greater understanding of you, and you gain a greater understanding of them. And then if y'all have to go your separate ways, you go your separate ways. Some of them will be unwanted. So you have to figure out, how can I communicate, or how can I utilize my gift to those who have bought into their unwantedness? Like, there's a real reality that they haven't been wanted. That's who I love my outcast people, y'all. I love the ne'er-do-wells. I love the ones that they want to put out and ostracize. That's my people right there. So I want you to get that. They'll be unfamiliar with you. You'll be unfamiliar with them. Why? Because that's where your gift will have its greatest operation. It'll have its greatest operation. And it'll bring you before and behind them. Before and behind. Towards and in front of them. It will bring you forward informally from before them. It's going to take you back in time. It's going to take you back to the future, because you're going to realize that as you're operating your gift, you are getting to your original state. And I just want to throw that stuff out there at you, because I wanted to start the conversation. I want you to understand that what you have been entrusted with, what's been placed inside of you, what's been programmed inside of you, baby, we just need to upgrade you a little bit. Let me upgrade you. And that upgrade is not something that's far off from you. That upgrade is what we did. What we did at the beginning of the show, what we do at the beginning of each show, is upgrading you. Because I'm calling you, I done debugged you. We done got rid of everything that we need to get rid of. We done cleared out our cache. We done did all that, and now we are present. That's the upgrade. That's the upgrade. So now I pulled you up to what was already inside of you that I pulled up. You feel me? So let's talk about your gift. I want you to text me #gift to 302-208-9440. Even if you know what your gift is, I still want to hear from you, because I want to hear the conversations. I want to know what your gift is, the technologies that you utilize to get that gift out to the world, what you're doing with that gift. Is there anything that we can do to help that gift to continue to mature, to continue to expand and enlarge? I want to help as much as possible, yo. I have this platform. And that's the whole point of the platform. It is our intelligence connected to our gift and our ability to tap into that intelligence that will help free others as well. And that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, I want you to know you're intelligent. You are a gift, and you are gift. You are a gift, and you are gift. Tap into it, baby. I'm telling you, life will never be the same. As I always say, embrace your best self. Grab hold of that gift. Exercise that gift. Stir up that gift. Oh, no, listen, don't get me singing on here. Anyway, create a great day, walk with purpose, and by all means, execute your vision. Well, there you have it. That's today's episode of the Multidimensional Intelligence Podcast. If you want to be notified of all future episodes while having access to previous episodes, simply subscribe through your preferred listening platform. Also, if you feel inclined, leave us a 5-star rating and review. For those who want to remain connected to me and all things that I have going on, text me at 302-208-9440. Again, 302-208-9440. Until next time, peace.